Alrighty, guys. It's your boy here. And we're just gonna do a little fun live stream. Gonna play Arena Assault. We're gonna play Resonant Battles, and then pretty much just chill out until the trailer. Alright, real quick, let's take a look over here. 8th raid, see what's going on. There, so we have one defensive replay. Okay. Let's quickly run that through. Alright, we got Funny Bunny in the chat. What's up, Funny Bunny? Alright, we got Young Ant. And we got Akayuki. What's up, guys? How y'all doing tonight? Alright, let me turn the animations on, I guess. Doesn't really make a difference. Okay, so this dude has a +2 Halloween Robin. We got Peony. We got a... Oh, wow. Okay. Very interesting. So, far save Lissa. We got double distant defense, Miracle. Okay, Miracle on a... whatchamacall, on a far save unit. And then Staff of Tribute, which is +6 to defense and res and 7 recovery. That's kind of clutch. Like, having Staff of Tribute with Miracle. So, like, imagine you have this build with support to get the breath effect. So she's just ramping into Miracle, and then she automatically has this heal right there. Could be interesting. I'm not too sure if it's going to work, but this guy is using his brains, so I give him credit for that. Then we got Air, we have a Dagger, and we have Ash as well. Okay. Alright, Guy Dude says trailer. Yeah, the trailer should be tonight for the Mythic banner. I'm not sure when, like... well, I guess it comes out at the scheduled time, right? So for me, that would be 11 p.m. EST, or... what is it? I think 9, or... it's either 9 or 8 o'clock PST. I think PST is 3 hours behind EST. Alright, so let's go ahead and run this. See what this guy does. So he's jumping around a bit with Ash. Okay. It's not very safe trying to bait this team that I've got here, though. There's only a select few units that can safely bait Ulm. Alright, Grima is his near saver, and we have effective against dragons here, so that's not going to work out too well for him. Oh boy, Bonfire. Oh, does he kill me here? Alright, no, of course not, because I have damage reduction. Okay. That's a big RIP. He almost had it. Maybe if he had some more stats, he would have been able to do it. But yeah, now he's in big trouble. Because I'm in Wings of Mercy range too, so all my dancers are going to jump in. Yeah, that's a big rip. Oh boy. Alright, Walton Walt says 10 p.m. CST. Alright, so I guess that's Central Time. Guy Dude says, why are there so many Valentine Lissa builds already? Because she's adorable, man. Look at her art. All of the seasonal Lissa arts are just so cute. Her Christmas art was actually my favorite from that banner. I mean, I guess on my top 10 I put Darja in there for the booba. But Lissa, Christmas Lissa, her artwork is one of the most festive seasonal artworks we got. Let me just see if I can quickly pull it up. Take a look at it. Okay, Lissa. Where are you, Lissa? Alright, here we go. So, look how festive that is. Come on. She is so ready for Christmas. I love it. Very good artwork. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on over to the arena modes now. We'll start with Resonant Battles first, I guess, because it's easy. Or at least, it became easy once I started getting more harmonic heroes. Alright, so let's do a map check, I guess. See where these items are. Alright, Dancer's Veil is over there. And then we got the boots over there. Dussel, okay, this dude. He's a problem. Is he really, though? I have the hentai Kata, so I could probably just destroy Dusel. Alright, we'll have Sigurd and Dorothea go up this side so I can use the harmonic skill to dance Sigurd, and then we'll have, I guess, Kata and Legjarn on the other side. Alright, we got Mari Cephia saying morning. Hey, morning. Haven't seen you around here, so I guess this is your first time being in the streams. Welcome aboard. Basically just me being a goofball for however long it takes to finish these runs. Alright, Uriel says, I can't help but be salty towards her Christmas alt since I got 5 copies of her first before even getting my first Christmas Crom. Oh, but if I'm not mistaken, the Lissa was the one that came with Bold Fighter. And of course, at the time, Bold Fighter was like the best skill we had access to. So, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Robin on that banner had Armor March. Crom didn't have anything like crazy, and then it was Lissa who had Bold Fighter and Tharja who had Vengeful Fighter. So, if anything, I would have been really happy to pull more copies of Lissa than Crom at that banner. Alright, here we go with this broken guy. He is so stupid in this mode. Because all my guys just get +1 movement now. I don't know what they were thinking with Sigurd. Alright, let's also... Oh, you know, I can have Legjarn move in, and then we could possibly get Kata's dance skill to go off on Legjarn. Let's see here. What's the best way to do it? I guess we'll attack this guy first so we can use the Dancer Veil. Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and pop that Dancer Veil. Alright, we get it on Legjarn. Ooh, just shy of being able to get rid of Dusel there. Huh, I'm pretty sure Kato would be able to bait Dusel. So why don't we go ahead and get rid of Joshua here. With that hentai artwork. Oh man, you know, this one actually grew on me. I didn't like it at first because I thought it was kind of goofy, but I don't know, like, the more I've used this unit, the more this artwork has grown on me. I don't know, it's very like stylistic, but it's kind of derpy, but derpy things are lovable at the same time. That's why Fue Koko is my favorite of the new starters. He just looks so cute and derpy. So, I don't know, man. That Kata art just found its way into my heart somehow. Alright, let's leave her over there just in case. Pop that dance, and wow, 1 HP. I gotta love this guy, right? He just doesn't want to die ever. Alright, we got Nice Knowing You in the chat. What's up, my man? What's good, buddy? Hey, nothing much. What's good with you, bro? Still playing Pokemon Masters? I got killed so bad. I actually summoned on the Ingo banner trying to get him for... I think he has Bug Wish or something. Like, he inflicts the bug zone on the area. So I tried to get a copy of him, but things did not go smoothly at all. So, big RIP there. Alright, we have a dance on Sigurd. We could possibly get rid of that dude and then bait Ross next turn. I guess we'll go for it. Alright, Funny Bunny says, currently number 10 for Noel in Summoner Duels. Oh boy, that's gotta be fun. Noel's Refine... Oh wait, no, Noel isn't the guy that got the Refine. I'm thinking of Canis. He got a really cool Refine. Oh, dude, are we dead? Okay, just barely got the KO with Glimmer. Wow. I was gonna rage if we lost there. Because this map seems pretty easy. If I had goofed up that bad already. That would have been something. Okay, but we managed to get it. All that's left now is just thief cleanup here. Brandon Zavala says, excited for Signasuit Morty. Oh, is he getting a Signasuit? I haven't really been keeping up too much with the data mines for the game, so if there's any new information, I haven't seen it yet. The last data mine that I saw was still the current one with the special costume ones. Alright, Laynad says, who do you think is the next Mythic hero? Honestly, I have no idea. It could be anybody at this point. They seem to be doing random choices here and there. Like, when we got Uller, that was pretty random. Then we got Elamine as well. That was also quite random. So, I don't know who it could be. KCB Brian predicted Soan. And if it's Mythic Soan, I'm going to go nuts. The Radiant Dawn stan that I am wouldn't be able to contain it, but I really have no idea. It could be a Nankos as well. A lot of people really want a Nankos. So he seems like a possibility. If not on the Fallen banner, like I think we're getting the Fallen banner next week, I believe. It's usually at the start of May. So we're transitioning right out of the Mythic banner into Fallen Heroes, and there's no telling who the Fallen Heroes are going to be either. Alright, Nice Knowing You says, gotta be honest, I got pretty lucky on these Choose Your Legends Hero Fest reruns. Well, it must be nice. I got kind of killed. I only got one 5-star, and it was Brave Lynn, so I mean, she's pretty dated by now, but still took the merge, because I don't have her at plus 10 yet. So another merge for an old goodie. Alright, Mr. Cow says, Athos, please. I don't know about Athos. See, the problem with Athos is that he seems like he would fit more as a legendary hero than a mythic one. Because I think the theme with the mythic heroes is that they have to be characters that we never got to play as, right? So units like Uller and Elamine and Altina and so on, we never really got to play as them in their own game. Whereas Athos was playable for the final chapter. So I don't think it would be Athos. Guy Dude says, imagine we just get Sephiroth. Yeah, just sneaky Final Fantasy crossover, right? As the first ever crossover in Faye. Just make it Final Fantasy. That'd be something. If they ever do a crossover, though, I'm predicting it'll be something more Nintendo streamed. I feel like a Smash Brothers banner would be pretty good. Because there's a lot of choices they could pull from, and there's a lot of variety as well. So we could get, like, Link. We could get Pit. We get Captain Falcon. There's a lot of choices they could go with if they do Smash Brothers. I think Shulk would probably be a good fit. Anything like RPG or anything with swords from the Nintendo games, I think would be fine. Alright, so we got this guy here. Duo Ike, don't see him too much. I think a lot of people skipped him, honestly. Probably my fault because of all the slander I threw his way. Then we got Claude and we got Fa. Alright, so this guy is a real pain in the ass in arena mode. So I had to start giving Tiki Surveillance Shield so I could block him. But on this team, I don't have it right now, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do to get rid of this Crom. I guess we just play or phase him with Tiki somehow. Alright, I feel like I can go ahead and do that. Then Crom's going to move down. He's not going to reposition anybody, I don't think. Okay, he does go for a reposition. Interesting, okay. Alright, this guy doesn't nullify his own penalties. so I could attack Claude first. We get some smoke debuffs on him, and then that's a whole bunch of damage getting added to Lyn. Let's go ahead and rally as well, so we get some more boosts. Alright, Neo Phantom says, at least Tiki has color advantage for what it's worth. It's not worth much, man. This guy, even with color advantage, unless I run Surveillance Shield, Tiki just gets killed. That's how real this Chrom is. He is very annoying in Arena. Just like the legendary Chrom was when he came out. Except the problem is, legendary Chrom is at least water season only. Whereas this Chrom, you gotta fight him in every season now. So that's always fun. Jacob Visor says, I hope Marita is in the banner. I need more Vital Astra. Oh, I hadn't even considered, like, what units are they gonna put on this Mythic banner? Or, yeah, with this Mythic banner, who are the other units gonna be? They might do some Ascended Heroes, actually, because I think they put Fiorm on a banner already, right? We had Ascended Fiorm on one of the legendary banners. So they could totally just put Ascended Idun or Ascended Joshua on the upcoming banner, I feel. Alright, Fa has 65 attack. I'm thinking I could just get rid of Ike there and then maybe try to tank Fa, but I don't know if that's such a great idea. Yeah, you know, I think I want to wait for them to come to me. Let's just give it a turn here. Alright, so Ike is... he only has one ally on the map. This is the weakness to this Ike, is that if you start taking casualties, he gets really, really neutered. So with one ally, he gets the special cooldown. With two allies, he gets damage reduction, and with three, he gets null follow-up. So I can basically just deny him of everything here. All he's going to get is the special ramp. Is Tiki going to be able to tank this guy? Huh. So he's going to get minus special trigger. He'll be at 1 hit cooldown for Radiant Aether. Tiki should be able to inflict guard on him. I don't think he has any way to nullify guard. So we do that. And then I just have color advantage and I should be able to beat him. Yeah, Fa has repo, so I mean, let's just try it, I guess. Alright, Ike, let's see what you got. Yeah. People want to know why I throw shade at this Ike. There you go. Look at this, man. 0 damage? Come on. 0 damage from a duo Ike? That is not acceptable. Meanwhile, freaking Legendary Nano would have just ran a train on this Tiki. I'm getting real sick of the the power creep in this game, honestly. Okay, a fighter for friends. I'm still waiting for the disappointing Har refine. Oh, Har doesn't even have a main weapon yet, though. Usually it's better for the units getting refines when they don't have a perf yet, because then they get the perf and then they get the refine on top of it. So Har could actually end up looking pretty good. I'm not too worried about him, especially the longer they wait, the better it is. So Har has a good shot at getting a good one. We got Borja Arellano, if I'm saying that right. So how exactly does arena scoring work? I've been trying to figure it out, but I just haven't been able to see. So do I kill everyone with the bonus unit, or do I also have the legendary kill? Alright, so when you're playing arena, your scoring is dependent on how high your merges are, as well as how high the cost is for your skills. So things that have higher SP, like Fury 4 is a gold border skill, so it costs 300. You want to run skills like that. You want to run double rally pluses. You want to run high cost specials like Aether and Gale Force and so on. So that's the first step. So that's how you score a little bit better with your units. Then you want to have a legendary hero from the correct season. Pass out blessings to all of them. So this guy here, he's got Tiki. It is Earth season right now, so all of his other characters are Earth blessed to raise his score even more. And then the final thing you need to know is that you need to get one bonus kill with the bonus hero. And that's it. Just one. You don't have to get every single KO with them, just one. And it'll give you a bonus 12 points after your fight. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Alright, Gabriel. Hey, Tacho. Hope you're all having a good night. Yeah, pretty good. Not having anything go wrong so far. Hopefully the trailer isn't a disappointment, though. Oh, this is a new map. I haven't fought here yet. Alright, he's got double... Man, I wish I had Corrin at plus 10 so I could do the same thing here. It would be so dominating having two of these units in arena that can dance each other. Or just dance themselves, rather. And just basically sweep the entire team in one shot. Alright, but otherwise, I don't really think we have much to worry about. We can just player phase this guy. He's got no dancer. So, let's see here. I'm thinking Atri is probably the way to go. Because he has far save on Tiki. Atri is going to just destroy Tiki. And then we got Pathfinder. We got Alm. I think this will work. Alright, Guy Dude says, got any Priam? Yeah, I actually did summon Priam. I got him as a pity breaker on a later banner. Actually, I think it was on camera when I got Priam. So I was pretty happy about that. Obviously, anyone related to Ike is a unit I would certainly love to get. Alright, Sam Young says, did the sound just vanish or is it me? Oh, is there sound issues? Somebody let me know in the chat if there is something wrong with the sound so I can try to fix it. Alright, Gabriel says sound is working here. Okay. Yeah, it might be a problem on your end, Sam. Alright, Borja says, I got a free Priam on his focus banner. Oh, the good stuff. I got pretty lucky on the... whatchamacallit, on the Ishtar banner. I managed to free pull Tinny with one of my tickets. So I was pretty happy about that. And a Fighter for Friends says, my Faye dream is to plus 10 all Ikes and eventually all Tellius characters. Okay, that's a dream and a half, brother. That is going to take a while. Oh, by the way, guys, did you see El Dervy's latest video? He just announced that he's retiring from Faye. So that was kind of a big RIP, man. Like, to have one of the titans of Faye just leave the game out of nowhere. Kind of sudden, but also a big loss for us. We're just losing players, man. That's all that happens in Faye. We always hear stories about all these long-time players leaving, and we don't really hear any stories about newcomers. They got to do something about that. They're going to eventually just lose the entire player base at this rate. They got to start making some marketing towards newcomers. Alright, full Edelgard team, sure. Let's see what we've got to deal with that. Oh. Lilina's gonna destroy these guys. Oh, boy. Big mistake being all green. You know, if they're going to release 1 million Edelgard alts, they could at least make some of them not green. I guess we got Fallen Edelgard, right? But, I mean, come on. Does every Edelgard have to be an axe unit? Alright, Sam Young says, saw El Derby's video. Sad news for us, but it sounds like he's making the right choice. Yeah, I'm not saying he's making the wrong choice or anything like that. I'm just saying, from a perspective of Fire Emblem Heroes, they're losing a player that's been playing for some time, and he also is one of the players that markets the game well, because he has his YouTube channel, and people watch it, and they get excited. They see him pulling off these crazy strategies, and they want to try to emulate that. You guys have no idea how many times I've fought the palace strategy that he invented in Summoner Duels. So, like, when we're losing a player like that also brings in newcomers to, or I don't know if I should say it that way, but, like, he's providing an avenue for the game where people can watch, and when he quits, it really hurts, because we're losing a player that has the potential to bring in new players as well. So things like that, they gotta try to do something about that. Because otherwise, we're gonna just lose all of our player base before we know it. Oh, that might have been a bad idea. Oh no, actually, it's not. Yeah, we're still out of range. I was worried we were gonna get jumped there by Armor March for a second. I'm going to keep Astrid down here so we could possibly get a ruse off. Alright, here comes Big Bad Flame Emperor. Oh, wow. Astrid can attack this guy and live. That's different. Okay, sure. Alright, Neo Phantom says, Adel uses Seiro's sword in a cutscene, let her use that. Oh, dude, that would be rad. Edelgard with the Seiro's sword. Maybe we'll see something like that in the new Warriors game, and they'll try to add that. But from what I can tell, the new Warriors game just looks like an excuse to pump out more Three Houses characters. So, kind of boring, but I guess at the same time, we can't really fault Faye for that, because they're only doing what makes them money. And of course, the Three Houses stuff is just making the money right now. Shung Dave says, man, this week arena forces me to plus 10 Narshian, Green Duel Flying, because I have no other unit plus 10. Buy Grails. Yeah, nah, that's where I draw the line. I don't build bonus units. I just run in with whatever I got. So I'm using Boyd for this season. I got him at +1. The Boyd is a unit I don't mind investing in, because, like, first of all, I like Boyd. He's a good character from Tellius, and his weapon is pretty cool. I think his weapon is actually hella slept on, because I don't know what it is with the community, but they see these effects that only last on half of the time or once per turn or whatever, and they instantly just think it's bad. But I don't know, man. This guy's weapon seems pretty real to me. Plus 10 attack and speed, neutralize penalties to attack and speed, and then 15% true damage based on attack. Like, that's pretty hardcore for a free-to-play unit. So, like, I didn't mind building him for this round of Arena. I gave him Null Follow-Up, and I gave him Fury 4, so he scores a little bit better. But if I ever get to the point where I specifically have to build a bonus unit to stay in Tier 21, that's when I'm just going to accept the loss and miss out on the crown. Alright, Connor says, I'm not Tacho, but my recommendations are Walhart, Small Innies, and Arden for Grail merges. Yeah, the baby Innies is still pretty good. There's not many units that can do what he does, and just denying damage reduction is really good right now. So Innies is going to stand the test of time. Arden is really good as well, and Walhart's Refine is one of the cheesiest refines we've ever seen. So, yeah, that's a pretty safe bet with those three, I'd say. Not necessarily for scoring. Like, if you're trying to score higher in Arena, then you want to focus on the infantry units that score in the 185 bin. So, stuff like Ross and... Well, actually, at this point, I'd say just Ross. Maybe Ninja Shamir as well, because she's a little bit different from the other tanky axe units that we got in there. But besides Boyd, we have also, whatchamacallit, Gonzalez, and then I believe there's another bulky axe unit in there, but pretty much just build Boyd at this point. Or Shamir if you want the speed. Alright, Intel says, what unit that doesn't need a Resplendent would you like to get one of? Example, Black Knight. That's a good question. To be honest, like, I've already had my fill with Resplendent heroes. The only thing I'm really hoping for now is just the artwork fixes, because I feel like the artwork in this game is one of the few ways they can market to other players. So people that have never played Fire Emblem before, but maybe they randomly watch the trailer on YouTube and they see, oh, look at this artwork. This is really cool. I want to play this game and I want to try out this unit. So having artworks like Gwendolyn and Rebecca and Lloyd and stuff, that's really a bad mark on the game. Like, newcomers come into the game and they're doing summons and they summon Gwendolyn or Rebecca. And they just look at it and they're like, what is this? Why am I playing this? So, yeah, just get the artwork fixes and that's good enough for me right now. Our Funny Bunny says, yes, monkey. Or, Funny Monkey. Okay, we have Funny Monkey and Funny Bunny in the chat. That's kind of confusing. But he says, yes, Yenfei is worth it, and I would agree. Yenfei is absolutely worth it. He's one of the best Grail projects we've gotten in a long time. Alright, let's go ahead and get this fight on the road. So we got a really interesting map here. Whole bunch of walls in the way. I guess we'll go for this. We can just have Yuri bully his guys. Not too sure what to do against Fa, though. Yeah, Fa cheats. I would be able to beat her with Hoppy, but Fa has Miracle built in, so Hoppy's not going to be able to do it, but I feel like Ash can probably tank Fa. Yeah, she doesn't get a guaranteed follow-up outside of her B skill, and that's if I initiate, which I'm not going to do. And we're going to be able to get +6 to Ash's speed from Speed Tactic. Yeah, I guess we'll go for this. I don't really see how anything can go wrong here, but I mean, famous last words, right? Oh, real nice. We can just get this cheesy instant KO right there. My God, Yuri. +1 movement. What a drug that is. We should also probably transform with Ash, so I'll go ahead and do that. Let's just break that over there, and then I guess we're good right there. Alright, Connor says, I've always hated female Corrin's art. I want her to get one just so she has better art. Yeah, that's a good choice. I don't understand why Corrin doesn't have one yet, to be honest. Because she's a popular character, too. That's another goal of the Faye Pass, right? Is to try and sell Faye Passes. So you would think a unit like Corrin or even female Robin, that's another one I should have brought up in my top 10 bad artworks. But, like, main characters could totally sell Faye passes, and I don't see why they wouldn't want to do that. Funny Bunny, I'm a she, not a hero. Okay. I'm sorry, Funny Bunny. My bad. I mean, it's the internet, right? I can't see a face, so I can't tell what gender anybody is, really. Alright, Neo Phantom says, it's like Yuri is broken or something. Yeah, I mean, who would have thought, right? Like, Yuri is broken? No. Okay. This kind of didn't really go the way that I wanted, but I guess at this point we just get rid of Corrin first. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and then I still want Ash to transform, so I'm going to put her over there. Oh, you know, I could possibly move first and break that thing, and then Fa could attack, but I don't think Ike is going to do that. Yeah, okay, so they ended up splitting, which is good. So let's go ahead and get rid of Ike there. Oh, this is actually perfect. We can... we got lucky. We can get Ash on the defense tile, too. So let's definitely make sure we go ahead and do that. And we should be good. The goal is to just get rid of Life Unending so I can just bop her with Hoppy. Alright, Nice Knowing You says, yesterday had some guy assume everyone in this Discord server was a girl. Hey, I mean, I gotta give him credit. He did it the opposite way, right? Like, normally when they do that, they assume it's a man. But equal opportunity right there. Okay, this isn't good. Mystic boost, okay. Huh. Alright, she's not going to be able to double anymore because I got rid of Dragon's Ire. Racing has color. Do I dare risk it? What are the odds that Racing can... Okay, yeah, he can't. He totally can't. So, you know what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to run around the map and passively heal Ash with Raisin's weapon. Until we get Ash back up to full health. We'll come back and try again later, I guess. Yeah, so that's 7 health. That's still not good enough. Alright, I guess we'll just keep running around until... eventually we have enough health to get rid of Fa. Alright, Anderson Samuel says, wait and use healing from Racing. Yeah. Pretty much what I ended up doing. Gotta love the Herons, man. They're so good. Healing effects are really underrated in this game, I think. Just that passive heal, because Fallen Edelgard has it too. It's one of the reasons why she's so annoying. So, like, I don't know why they thought it was a good idea for Edelgard to get back, what is it, 7 or 6 HP after every round of combat. And then there's units like Bunny Maria as well that has that too. It's just not okay when units can do that. It's so cheap. But yeah, healing is really good. Alright, Copyright Breaker, what's up, man? Who do you think will be on the Mythic banner? Also, how are you doing? Okay, I'm doing fine, thank you. And as far as who's going to be on the banner, I can't really say just yet. I believe it's supposed to be a Darkness Mythic, but... I mean, they kind of shot themselves in the foot, because Knots is already pretty much all we ever need on defense season for Dark. So, like, if they were to give us another Darkness defense mythic, it's going to have to be something like a player phaser that can handle damage on their own. Something like Oter, I would say, where Oter can player phase most of the near save units and get away with it. Alright, Mari says Thales is definitely going to be GHB. Yeah, probably. Gary says healing after every round of combat is a mistake. Yes, it absolutely is on some of these tanky units with damage reduction. It's the worst on Bunny Maria, though. When you have to fight Bunny Maria in arena mode, and you're doing, like, barely 5 damage to her per hit, and then she just gets it all back with her recovery. That's an example of a unit that really did not need that effect, but they gave it to her for some reason. More so than Fallen Edelgard. Bunny Maria is one hell of a drug, man. Oh, goody. Look at this. We got Dagger, Crom, and Peony. That's exactly what I want to fight. Oh, boy. Okay, so how many mental gymnastics am I going to have to go through for this one? All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, this is probably a good idea. Oh, or this. This is pretty clutch. I can have Hilda pop isolation on Crom and Peony so they can't use their assists. But then I also have to get rid of them too, so like I need to do that, and then I have to get rid of them so they can't do any shenanigans afterwards. On this map, I don't really know if I can do that. Alright, then we got this team here. We can, like, attack the foe and then cancel away. This one's going to be tough. But then again, we have 2 mulligans now, right? Gotta love that. I almost completely forgot about that. Alright, we'll try this one. I feel like if I can inflict gravity on some of these guys, we might be able to shut them down. So I'm going to give Claude a try here. We also have Hinoka, who can inflict gravity on range units, so I think we should be okay with this team. And in the event that we aren't, I can just pop a mulligan, so we'll be fine anyway. Oh, I actually didn't mean to do that. I meant to put her over there, but okay. Just a little misclick. Nothing too crazy. Alright, Lopez says, who do you think will get a refine next month? Oh, I'm hoping for Surtur. Definitely. After we just got Yilger's refine, and it was actually pretty good, I'm very hopeful for Surtur now. I feel like they might actually make him top tier again. Alright, Borja says, I do remember I asked the question before, so did I appear in a stream before? Yeah, I totally remember you. And every single time I've butchered your name. So I apologize for that, man. But yeah, I do recognize you. Rasir says, I hope the next Mythic unit will have Kanto control. Oh, that's a good idea. That's another effect I completely forgot about. Yeah, so right now it's only on Mommy. I can't remember Mommy's name, by the way. The Mommy from Fates. She has Kanto control. But, like, they're totally going to start giving that to more units, because it would be so strong in Summoner Duels. So, it's only a matter of time with that one. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the Dancer, because that's the scariest thing here. And that'll also give us a gravity effect. And then I guess we'll just do some Kanto nonsense to get ourselves further out of the way for the time being. Alright, now let's go ahead and get rid of his Claude. And then we'll just run away again. Gotta love this. This is peak strategy, right? I could also possibly use Hinoka's duo skill, but I'm going to save that for later. Alright, Murakumo Abuser says, we need Mythic Gatekeeper. Mythic Gatekeeper, that'd be something. I'm going to be kind of tight if we get Warriors 2 and then Gatekeeper is not a character. I need to be able to play as Gatekeeper in Warriors 2. Connor says, if I remember right, the seasonal refine should be one of the Picnic Maids, and the Grail refine should either be Small Azura or Garnet, depending on if they decide to treat dancers well for once. Oh, Garnet would be kind of interesting, actually. You know, low-key, a lot of those Tome Grand Hero battle units with the shutdown effects, like the ones that inflict statuses and things like that, they're actually pretty interesting if they get a refine. Because with what we saw with Reeve, I'm kind of hopeful that all the other debuffers could end up getting good stuff. Small Azura, too, like, all they gotta do with her is give her Gray Waves. How rad would that be if they just gave Small Azura Gray Waves? And if they don't want to give her the assist version, they can just build it into her weapon, I guess. Oh, wow. Chrom on a defense tile. That is not good. Maybe if we get triangle attack, we can get it. Huh. Or I guess maybe Catria can player phase him. This is kind of scary. I have Luna. Okay, maybe if we get triangle attack, we can get this KO. If not, we're going to be in big trouble here because I've gone ahead and like really pushed forward a little too much. Neo Phantom says, just turn her into Infantry Cavazura. Yeah, that, I mean, give her +1 movement, give her Gray Waves built into her weapon, and then give all allies +6 to all stats, right? And then why stop there? Why not also give her, like, bonus doubler to allies from Fates? Murakumo says, I feel like Gray Waves isn't enough anymore on its own. Now that we have Sigurd in the game, everyone has Gray Waves. Well, yes and no. Sigurd is great, but he's only one guy. And there can be situations where Sigurd just gets hard-walled by any Lance unit. So in Summoner Duels, I've kind of slowed down on using Sigurd a little bit. I guess after this, we can take a look at what I did in Summoner Duels R, or Summoner Duels S, because I had a pretty interesting strategy, and it worked out quite well. So that'll show you guys why Sigurd isn't really, like, the end-all, be-all, I guess. Alright, once again, we have the Dagger and Chrom combo. Arena is so unfun because of these two right now. Like, you gotta worry about Pathfinder and To Change Fate. And they're both duo heroes, so they're not locked to a season or anything. It's just so annoying. But at least there's no duo Peony, right? That's when it's just way too hard. Right, we have that team, and we also have the team with duo Lif. I think we'll go for the Reinhardt team. Yeah, let's try the Reinhardt team. Alright, implying Arena was fun before Dr. Anime, yeah. Arena was never really fun, but it was at least bearable in the early days. Funny Bunny says, am I the only one who likes Summoner Duels? I actually like Summoner Duels. I don't have a problem with it. Well, I do have a problem. The problem is that it's only up for 3 freaking days. Like, why? Why only 3 days, man? Come on. Comparatively, Arena Assault is down for the first 4 days of the week. And then, out of nowhere, like, the second half of the week, they just put up Summoner Duels. Come on, man. If they're going to do it that way, have Summoner Duels up the entire week. Or just have Arena Assault up for 4 days and then transition into Summoner Duels after that. Because it's just less rewards. They went ahead and made the rewards so much better now for Arena Assault 2. Because we're getting all the flowers now. So, I don't understand, man. Like, they need to just realize that people have lives and other things that they got to do. It's not like we can just spend all day playing Faye. And when I'm doing a Summoner Duels session, it usually does take like 5 hours or so. Just to do all the matches. Isn't that why Eldervy quit as well? Like, because he was running out of time? He had like too many time constraints. So, them being so... I don't know what the word is. Like, ingenerous. That's not really the word, but... not generous about the time window for Summoner Duels is really the only issue that I have. Alright, Fighter for Friends says, I'm back from watching Eldervy's retirement. Felt surreal. Yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting him to just quit on a whim like that. But at the same time, I can't really fault him for it. Only he knows what is the best usage of his time, right? Alright, I'm going to have Reinhardt get rid of Dagger. I have to also stay away from Julia's range. I'm going to pop Hilda's duo skill so we can isolate Chrom and he's not going to be able to use his bullshit. All I got to do is figure out how to get away from Julia. So we have Reinhardt attack Dagger from there. I dance from there. Reinhardt can repo. Or actually, hold on. We have to do this very carefully. I think I'm on the right track, though, right? Let's just go ahead and do it. I have 2 mulligans anyway, so... not that it really matters. Okay, so we can go ahead and do that. Put Hilda over there, pop the duo skill. And just give the middle finger to that Chrom bastard. Oh, dude. Oh, that sucks. I was not paying attention there. So now Reinhardt is just stuck. And he's gonna get killed by Julia. Oh, that's a big rip, man. We don't have any, like, items to use either. Maybe what I should have did was move Dagger first, I guess. I don't know. Or hold on. I can pop Naga's Tear. I'll be able to activate Gale Force. Hold on. We may have a move here yet. That one came out of nowhere, man. Alright, we just attack there and then we Gale Force away. Okay. Saved by the Naga's Tear. Wow. Hey, Connor, gotta love the random tree. Yeah, like... I really should have been paying more attention to that, but whatever. Oh, wow. Hilda can't double Chrom? That's kind of nutty. But I'll tell you who can double Chrom. The king of the game himself. Can't wait for his refine, man. Whenever they decide to do it, if they ever decide to do it. Insys is just way too afraid of Reinhardt, man. They know that he's so dominant. If they do anything to him, he's just gonna break the game all over again. Alright, Borja says, also, you might be missing Kanto on Sigurd because I got an extra Catry and feed him Kanto, and I felt like giving him Special Fighter to Vector, aka I felt with power. You can give him Kanto. I actually like his B skill because it gives him a lot of protection against ranged enemies. So, like, his weapon has 40% DR, and then if he gets doubled, then he has 80% DR on the second hit onwards. So, that's what I like doing personally, just making units hella tanky and hella aggressive, so I can throw them right in your face and then you can't actually kill them. So, a good example is Duo Lift. Like, Duo Lift, you just have him kill somebody and they can't really get rid of him because he's got so much bulk. Alright, we got one more fight to go, and then I'll show you guys what I did in Summoner Duels. Oh, we could also look at some replays, too. I believe the replays are still up, even though the season ended. Check this guy, a nice guy over here, running dance skills and non-perf weapons to help out the folks trying to go for a streak. That's nice. Alright, so Dude Bro over here, what's his name? Gotta give him a shout out. Riku. Riku. Shout outs to Riku. Not Riku from Kingdom Hearts, I think, but... Actually, wait, is Riku from Kingdom Hearts, or am I thinking Final Fantasy? I don't even know, man. I don't play either of those games. I just know some of the characters, so, like... y'all in the comments will let me know who I'm thinking of, but... Shoutouts to Riku, nonetheless. Alright, Gary says, they're never gonna refine any dancers or healers other than the premium ones. Yeah, that's so shitty, man. How nice would it be if they refined Azura? Well, not just Lance Azura, but the baby Azura. Olivia could use one. Sylvia could use one. How about refine? You know who needs a refine, actually? Lean. Because Lean just has nothing. There's nothing going for her. She's a 5-star exclusive. Well, I guess she's a fake-out summon now, but, like... What is good about Lean other than her artwork? And I guess the fact that she has Sword Valor. There's, like, no value to Lean at all. You might as well just run Sylvia instead, because you can actually plus 10 her. Alright, Nightmare Horn says, yo, Tacho, do you think Faye is losing many players? Well, we just lost a big one today. We lost El Derby. A player who helps bring in more players, mind you, so losing him is a really tough loss. And he's also just a good dude. Like, I wouldn't have wanted him to quit, but at the same time, he's got kids to feed, man. He's got priorities to really focus on, so I can't fault him at all. He made the right decision. Okay, Riku from Kingdom Hearts and Riku is from Final Fantasy. So there are two Rikus. Okay, there's two Rikus that I'm thinking of. There's Riku from Kingdom Hearts and Riku from Final Fantasy. So I guess I was right on both accounts then. Alright, Terry WJ. At least I think that's how you say that. They need to refine refines, bro. Those Gen 1 units are crying in the club, man. Yeah, it's a big RIP. Pour one out for all the Gen 1 units that already have refines. Like, look at Rebecca's refine. Rebecca's refine is -1 special trigger and then +4 to all stats. You think that's good enough? Is that good enough? Like, let's compare her to Ephraim's Refine. We're not even going to look at his B skill. Let's just look at his weapon. So, attack up 3. If he initiates combat and he's not adjacent, he gets attack and defense up 4, and he gets a guaranteed follow-up. And then, also, if the foe has over 25% health, he inflicts attack and defense -5, and he gets special cooldown charge +1. So, he does everything he needs to do right there. He gets a follow-up, he gets special ramping, and he also gets a whole bunch of stats. So, effects like that are always going to trump just, like, raw stats any day. Alright, Seliph should move first. Seliph will probably attack, or he might even go over here, I think. And then all I have to do is really just find a way to get rid of Peony. So why not? Let's do this, I guess. We'll like kind of move in a little bit, but not really. Alright, Seliph moved forward. That's not where I expected him to go, but that's fine by me. Man, imagine he had a dance there. Could have just danced, clawed, and killed my Kata. Once again, shoutouts to Riku for being such a bro here. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for Seliph there. I should probably give Trace to Lif. I have so many copies of Trace from the Hero Rises banner because I summoned all those Korins and Azuras. This is a good guy to give Trace to. You know, I guess we'll just play it safe. There's not really a need to move in because he doesn't have a dancer. We can just wait around a bit. Alright, Force says, Tacho, did you see the new Splatoon 3 gameplay trailer? No, I didn't actually. I'm not really sure. Like, I'm going to get Splatoon 3, of course, because I love the first one so much. But I wasn't that big of a fan of the second one. I don't know. There was something about that first Splatoon game that just felt really good and really well made. And then the second one, to me, this is just like a personal opinion, but I felt like Splatoon 2 was more so like a free-for-all. There wasn't as much strategy involved. Because, like, in the first game, they had so many map choke points that you could abuse. So if you were good enough, you could actually carry a team in Splatoon 1. And, I mean, not to brag, but I was carrying my team a lot of the times. So it was pretty fun in Splatoon 1 for me. But then in Splatoon 2, you couldn't really carry anymore because all the maps are just wide open spaces. There's not really any choke points that you can lock the enemies down to. So it's really tough, if not impossible, to carry in Splatoon 2. And they also nerfed a lot of the weapons and some of the skills too. Like, there's no damage up as a skill anymore. So if you're running chargers, then it's really tough to actually do stuff. Alright, Tacho, how you feeling about that Thor trailer? Oh, Thor 4, right? Looks pretty interesting to me. Gotta love Christian Bale coming into another superhero thing, right? I thought he was done after Batman. But I'm interested to see like what kind of role Christian Bale is playing. And then we got the female Thor as well. That's going to be pretty cool. I think we win on this turn. If I play it right, I think we win on this turn. So we can go ahead and do that. I can dance right there. All right, we can go ahead and get rid of Lynn, and then I can have What's-Her-Face, Hentai Kata, go ahead and dance on Lift there. Alright, and we are golden here. Man, we have access to these mulligans in this mode now, and we didn't even need one. I probably should have been using them to score for, or fish for better scores, but I guess it is what it is. Whatever score we got here is just going to have to do. Alright, we got top 50, which is pretty good. Alright, Bale is playing the villain in the movie. Yeah, Bale would be interesting as a villain. Gary says main power-up is just as busted as damage up. Oh, I haven't tried main power-up. When I play, I usually just run a whole bunch of movement and swim-ups. I'm very boring when it comes to Splatoon. So, my ideal build is 2 points of speed up, or swim up, 2 points of walk movement up, and then I'll do 1 for Ink Saver main and 1 for Ink Recovery up. And that's pretty much what I run. Nightmare Horn says, we got the same score. Okay. Pretty interesting. Alright, so let's go at... Oh, hold on. We could actually take a look at that. I believe I can see the top 50 here. Yeah, there he is. Okay, so Nightmare Horn. No kidding. We did actually score tie there. Shoutouts to Nightmare Horn. Very lovely plus 10 unit, by the way. With plus attack and plus speed. Oh, boy. I would not want to fight this in Summoner Duels. Like, if he's doing the thing with Legendary Elliewood to get bonus doubler, I would if I saw this, I would veto this team immediately. I am not having that. Freya would just step all over me, man. Alright, Flip says, can you show your Balthus build? Okay. So I just run the Plegian weapon with attack and defense menace. Combos pretty well. And then I got attack and defense solo in the A and seal slot. And Blue Flame was kind of just a whatever skill. I had copies of it, so I just gave it to him. But ideally, I think maybe Ruptured Sky is better. Or, well, there's a lot of other things, like Bonfire's probably the real better skill, but this is an arena unit, so I run Blue Flame to score. And then Null Follow-Up, so he can tank Fallen Edelgards and yada yada yada. Anything that has guaranteed follow-ups. Alright, Force says, I have problems with Splatoon 2's maps as well. They're all pretty similar and too open. Short-range weapons have a tough time. Yeah, that's exactly the problem. It's like, the first game felt so balanced, so perfected. I don't know how they got it right on the first try, but Splatoon 1 was just so good, man. And then Splatoon 2, it's like, they made it casual. They took Splatoon 1 and they just casualized it. So I wasn't really a huge fan of Splatoon 2, but I will admit I love Salmon Run. I think the co-op is actually the most fun mode in the game now. So it is nice to see them putting more of a focus on Salmon Run in Splatoon 3. Borja says, my playstyle is just special up on both the head and shoes, and whatever I feel like for the shirt. Yeah, special up is pretty good as well. The specials are kind of janky, though, in Splatoon 2. Like, that's one thing I think they balance better, is the special attacks in Splatoon 2. Because in the first game, you just pop Ink Zuka and everything dies. Ink Zuka was so cheap. And then it clips through walls as well, so you can, like, even if you try to take cover behind a wall and they're firing Ink Zuka at you, it seems like you can still get hit and die. So yeah, they totally did a better job with the specials, but it's all for nothing when the maps are just so wide open. Gary says Splatoon 1 is anything but balanced if you played more than a couple of matches. Hey man, I played my fair share of Splatoon 1. I was pretty good. Not to brag or anything, but I could hold my own in Splatoon 1, and I thought it was balanced. To me, balanced is when skill actually determines who comes out on top, right? So in Splatoon 1, let's take Walleye Warehouse, for example. If I'm playing on that map, I like to run the 96 gal because it's got the range and it's got the power. So I could just go straight to the middle, throw out a sprinkler, and then stand on top of the wall, the boxes right in the middle. I can stand on there to get a better vantage point. And then I just go to town and snipe whatever tries to pass by. And if they try to get me at close, I have the 96 gal, so I kill them in 2 hits anyway. So, okay, maybe the way I tried to explain it there sounds like I'm camping, almost. But yeah, like, in a shooter game, I feel like camping is a viable strategy if it's allowed. Not all of the maps were campy either. It's just like Walleye was sort of a campy map if you get to the middle and then you have a good ranged weapon. But when the game is like that, you can actually control the flow of the game yourself. You don't need to rely on teammates as much. So if I just control the middle and everyone is inking all the turf, then we're pretty much Gucci. But you can't do that in Splatoon 2 because there's no way to really control the map because it's just so wide open. Everyone is just, it's like a free-for-all. They're just running all over the place. It's pure chaos. Alright, Gabriel says, hey, we getting Splatoon 3 content on the channel? Maybe. I might live stream it. Actually, that would be a fun thing to live stream. Borja says, my weapon is the dually, the one with splashdown. I act like a vengeful ninja. I pick off together groups and follow the one who kills me until I kill him. Yeah, you can do that. I believe there's a skill, too. There's a skill called Haunt. I don't remember if Haunt is in Splatoon 2 or not, but whenever the person splats you, you just inflict, like, echolocator on them so you can find them and get revenge. Haunt is a pretty good skill, actually. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at Summoner Duels real quick. So, like I said, I just wanted to show off what I did here. I did pretty good. I only lost one fight, and it was because of a misclick. So, if we go over here. So, I fought... Shoutouts to Lazy, by the way. He still got the win regardless, but... I ended up doing a pretty ugly misclick here. And I'm not saying I would have won the fight, but... Like, I did something that I totally did not mean to do. So, we'll just play this. We're just setting up here. We're repositioning our far save units in so we can, like, not get jumped by the other's range units. He also has Carla, which is something to watch out for. Alright, so he has the Pathfinder skill on Atri, which is very good. On this particular team, I had Pathfinder on Daggers, so I just ran Mass Confusion instead. By the way, this seal is so busted on the Brave attackers. So I gave it to Lysithea. This seal gives her 5 attack when she's attacking. And of course she's a Brave unit, so that's effectively plus 10 attack. And then it also inflicts defensive res -7, as well as attack to adjacent foes. So if you think about it, like, if I'm inflicting -7 res, and then I'm gaining plus 5 attack, that's like, what, plus 12 true damage to Lysithea when she attacks? This seal is so crazy on the Brave attackers. But anyways, I digress. Still just setting up my units in range here. All right, this is where I goofed up. I think I tapped the button a little bit too hard, and it thought that I ended my turn. So I went for Dagger's duo skill there. My plan was to have somebody move in, probably Erica move in and get a kill, and then Kanto away. I did a damage check on Lysithea versus Hector, and we were short by not many points. I think it was like 5 points of damage to get rid of Hector. So I also could have ended a couple of turns and get some more power from Blade Session. But I wanted to move in right now, so I was going to do some tactics with Dagger to actually move my units in better. But this is where I misclicked here. I accidentally ended Dagger's turn. And what I was going to do, I was going to jump her like over here or here. And then I was going to be able to set up more like Pathfinder windows for my units to move in. And I was going to try to get Erica to attack somebody, but that ending my turn really messed me up. Because now we're trading KOs, but I wasn't able to get the real situation that I wanted here, so big RIP, I guess. Yeah, so now, like, I'm one turn short. I have no way to get Erica out of the way, and I can't use the duo skill to dance on Dagger, so I'm pretty much a goner here. And, yeah, that's pretty much how that fight went, but for the most part, my strategy in this round was to just run a bunch of basically the exact same team. So it doesn't necessarily matter which team you veto here. So I have Tiki with Far Save. I got Hector with Far Save. I got Nagi with Far Save. I actually started using Nagi again, believe it or not. I have her at +8, remember, from the Edelgard summons. So I decided to actually put her to use. And we also have Fiorm, of course. So every team has a Far Saver because of this goddamn bastard here. So that was step one. Then I decided to have a near unit that also has Kanto. So we got Brave Erica, we got Legendary Erica, we got Ephraim, and then we got Kata. So all these guys, they can attack in Kanto away. And they are close as well, so Far Savers can't block them. Then I wanted to have range units as well, so like range units that are massive threats. We got Lysithea, we got Ninja Korin, we got Atri, and then we got Yuri, of course. So then I had a good range threat and a good melee threat on every team with a Far Saver, and then I just wanted a Dancer as well. So we got Dorothea, Azura, and Peony. And that was basically it. The final slot just went to whatever I thought I needed. So Duo Crom, so I could reposition Yuri and get lethality ready. Catria, so we could get some bullshit with triangle attack. On this one, we got Hinoka for her duo skill antics, and then we got Dagger with her duo skill antics. So I almost want to say I brought it down to a formula for Summoner Duels S, which is very boring. I feel like I like Summoner Duels R a little bit more than this mode now, because with the vetoes, it just feels like you're fighting the same thing over and over. At least in Summoner Duels R, it's kind of random. Like, you don't know what you're going to be up against. So you have to prepare for more than just one thing. Whereas in this mode, I can just veto whatever I don't want to fight, and then that's basically it. So, I don't know. This mode is kind of boring now, but I guess it is what it is. Surprisingly, not a lot of people vetoed the team that had Duo Dagger either, so I was able to get a lot of claps with Duo Dagger. I guess we could take a look at this one here. Alright, Borja says, then don't use range units. Now you won't even notice the enemy has Far Save. I mean, that's another option too. Like, Far Save. But see, the thing is, like, Far Save is just a must, I feel like. Because you could be a wise guy and not run Far Save, but then Yuri shows up and you're dead. So, like, a Far Save is just a must-have. You just have to run it. Because Yuri's too good. If you don't run far save, he just runs right through you. But the good thing, though, is you can run a whole bunch of melee units, and generally that's good enough. Alright, so this guy didn't veto dagger. Big mistake, but I mean, it's his choice. Alright, so turn 1, we just reposition Tiki in. And then get another reposition in there. So I'm setting up my units in range so we can go ahead and pop Dagger's duo skill next turn and get some KOs. I went for the swap there with Tiki so Erica could get an extra range next turn. Alright, then we pop the duo skill, like I said. Probably the best duo skill in the game for this mode. So now, like, he's in such a tight spot because there's really nothing he can do. So I get that easy KO, and now he's at my mercy completely. I'm just going to bully him. I'm going to move all of my units into the box. He has to move away or else he's in range. And at this point, I can just end my turn constantly, and I'm going to win because I have more units in the box than him. I felt like kind of a bitch, though, for doing this. I felt really bad for this guy, honestly. But we're playing to win, right? So, like, I had to do it. I hate to do it to him, but I had to do it. So, yeah, he's just ending his turn. There's not really anything he can really do. As soon as he tries to get a KO, I'm going to KO him back. Yuri can't do anything because Tiki blocks him. Regan can't really do anything either. So, just end turn until you win the game, basically. Alright, and then on the final turn, I guess he kind of realized he had to try to do something. So, on the final turn, he decided to make his move. But it was a little bit too late by this point. So, he's going to go for Bunny Veronica. Of course, she's a massive a massive nuke now with all her effects. And he goes for the dance skill, too. Okay. I don't know why he did that. That was kind of a whiff, but... Alright. Wow, Tiki's still tanked Veronica? God damn, man. That's why you gotta have far save. It's just so good. And then Regan gets an attack, but it's over. It's just over. Borja says, that is if Yuri can even reach, because if he reaches, then oh boy, is my Sigurd, Erica, and Legendary Corrin are going to follow him till the end of the universe. Players with Yuri are too afraid to lose him, so they don't do risky plays, then leave him in danger. I don't know, man. I play pretty gross. I just throw my units in people's face and bum rush them. So, like, I don't mind trading KOs because I usually come out on top. I run the dancers that can dance twice with the duo skills. So if we go to a match where I'm KOing your unit and you KO my unit, I just end up winning in the end because I have an extra action. Oh, dude, you got to see this replay here. This was a good one. Shoutouts to Dream NY. This was a really crazy one. So we're about to see what I said right there. Like, all I have to do is trade KOs, and then at the end of the fight, I win because my dancers have a duo skill. So check it out. He's got Idun here with Far Save and Deflect Magic. We got Hilda. Hilda came in really clutch here, by the way. And we got Ninja Corrin. We got a Marcia. And we have Azura. This duo skill. The isolation effect on this duo skill is so good. But I was able to play around it, but still, like, people really undersell this duo Hilda, I feel. She's really good. Alright, so this is one of the openings I was using, by the way. I have the Pathfinder seal on Erica, so I can repo Corrin, and then Kanto Erica in front, so we get some bonus reach on Corrin, so it's harder for them to move in. Alright, but he's still going. Trying to move his units. I went for the dance there on Hector so I could get him in range. And I decided to keep Hinoka on the bottom in case I needed to use her duo skill and get gravity. Because he does have a lot of range units here. Alright, and then Erika gets the KO on Idun. And he gets a KO with Marcia, but I can go ahead and KO with Corrin. And now, this is where far save just becomes too gross. Because, like, all his remaining units are ranged. And he can't attack Corrin without attacking Hector. So he's going to go ahead and attack. I'm going to block with Hector. I'm going to go ahead and pop my duo skill with... Okay, I didn't go for the duo skill. I went for the dance. So now I can go for a KO with my Corrin. He still has to focus on killing Hector there. Big deal. I don't care. Get rid of his Corrin. Cancel away. And... pretty much game. Like, we traded KOs there, but like I said, man, I have a dancer that dances twice. So he goes for the KO there. This is a really clutch move that he did. So he KOs my unit there. I moved in Hinoka because I wanted to dance with Azura and attack Hilda. So he pops the duo skill here to get isolation on my units. So for a second, I almost thought he had me. I was like, oh shit. He just popped isolation, so I can't actually dance on Hinoka with Azura now. So I thought he had me, but luckily I was able to think ahead, and I just danced with the duo skill instead. So I was able to avoid isolation and just get rid of Hilda. And that was GG right there, so... I mean, these double dancing dancers are so cheap. He's got one too, but I was able to maneuver a little bit better there. So yeah, just a little example. A Fighter for Friends says, I play the Excel Emblem philosophy. Everyone is expendable. Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Just trade KOs, and I'd rather the fight be over in 5 turns than... have it go on like 5 hours, you know? Ain't nobody got time to play Summoner Duels all day. Alright, Funny Bunny says, Yuri with lethality is very funny. Yes, he is. I constantly use that to my advantage. My Yuri is just bait because people will prioritize him over everyone, so I always use him as either a human shield or as a distraction. Yeah, I do that too. I just, like, I use Yuri to foul play somebody in, and then I'll usually keep Yuri in front, though, so they can choose, like, if they want to attack Yuri or somebody else. Alright, we'll watch one more replay. Let's see here. Alright, we'll take a look at this one with Falco. Falco from, whatchamacallit, from Smash Brothers. Alright, so Falco, he actually was smart. He vetoed my team that had Dagger on it. So, here we go with Yuri. Let's see what I do with Yuri. Alright, just moving in with Nagi so we can get far save. I want to make sure that far save is very close so we don't have to worry about that. Oh man, we just missed the play of the move. Or the play of the match where... So I repoed Yuri with Chrom earlier so he could get lethality, and then I just ran in and I lethality killed his Brave Ike and ran away. Too bad we missed that, but then he surrendered right afterwards. Alright, I guess we'll watch one more and then we'll call it a day. So, Asatera with a duo Lysithia. Alright, Tin Nguyen says, Sup, Tacho, finally catch your stream. Hey! Glad you could make it, man, but we're just about to end it. Falco from Smash Brothers, yeah. Yeah, Star Fox, that's what I meant. My bad, man. But in that, I actually use Falco too, so I should... What little I've played of Smash Brothers, I actually did use Falco. Tacho, you ever go to Levain Bakery before? No, actually, I've never even heard of that. Alright, so let's see here. This guy's got Nana. We got Peony. We got a legendary Tiki +5. We got Lysithea and then Chrom. Why is this guy running Hardy Bearing and Vantage on Chrom? I mean, Hardy Bearing I can totally understand, but Vantage? Like, when you run Hardy Bearing, it negates Vantage, so there's no point. But maybe he doesn't know that, so... Alright, whatever. We got Hinoka, Korin. We got Azura, Erika, and Hector. Again, me just abusing the opening that I said there. This game is very much like chess, where you gotta have good openings. But yeah, like, another reason why I'm not a fan of Summoner Duels S anymore. The game is just way too stagnant when you're playing Summoner Duels S. I'd rather play Summoner Duels R, where people just run whatever and it feels more randomized. Okay, I'm playing passively here, I guess. Just waiting my patience. Or biding my patience. We got Hector protecting everybody. Alright, we got Hinoka hanging there on the corner. He could have attacked Hinoka, I think, but I guess he didn't want to go for it. Alright, now it's my turn to move in, so we get a KO with Korin. None of his melee units could reach Korin there, so we were good. And then, again, I'm able to attack with Korin, and Nana cannot reach, so, like, this was just a punishment game, basically. He positioned his units really badly. So I was able to just poke holes in his formation, I guess. But, yeah, it's not very fun playing stagnant matches like this. Where I'm just using the same team over and over, essentially. Or a different variation of the same team. So, Summoner Duels R is probably better than Summoner Duels S, I would say. That's just my take. I don't know. The ranking, though, I think is better in Summoner Duels S. Because you only have to play a handful of games here. Whereas in Summoner Duels R, you're just trapped in hell if you never lose a fight. So, yeah, that's my take on all that. But that's going to wrap us up for this live stream, guys. I think I rambled on quite enough. We got the trailer coming on later tonight, so look forward to that. Definitely going to be covering it, and I don't know who the Mythic is going to be, but I'm very excited. Alright, Fighter for Friends says, idea. A Summoner Duel mode where both sides get the same random units. That'd be interesting. Yeah, that would be interesting, but, like, I don't know how many people would even want to play. Because it's like, first of all, for people to want to do that, you would have to enjoy Summoner Duels, and I don't think enough people do. And then, the next thing is that you would have to take up time to play that mode, and a lot of people are already struggling with time as it is. So, I don't know, maybe, like, try that with Summoner Duels R or something, but... Like, instead of doing Summoner Duels ranked, they can make it Summoner Duels random. Something like that, but... I don't know, man. Alright, Funny Bunny says, see ya. Alright, later, Funny Bunny. And pretty much later, everybody, because we're going to wrap right there. So, thanks so much, everybody, for stopping by and hanging out. And this is your boy, Tacho, signing out, of course, so... Come back later, and we are going to talk about the trailer. So, peace out, guys.